Hello children, welcome to computers, and today in chapter number 2 we'll be learning the history of it, right? How it came into being and what happened, who invented, etc. etc. First thing that comes into our mind is what? Who invented the computer, like I already said. Now the computer was not invented by a single man. There were many people who worked for many years and finally gave us this computer. Now, what do you feel about it, children? Is it very useful to us? I suppose all of you will say, yes, indeed, it is very useful. We cannot do without a computer in today's world. Now, let me tell you a story. Early man roamed from one place to another in search of food such as animals. Later, he grew crops and started domesticating cattle such as sheep, cows, and goats. Now, man used to count animals using pebbles, that is, small stones. Every day he counted the cattle using the pebbles to ensure that the number of cattle was equal to the number of pebbles. Okay, which was actually very difficult to take a count with the help of pebbles, right? These early men used it. Later, he used his fingers for counting. He devised a number system having 10 digits using his 10 fingers. These digits are 0 to 9, right, which is the whole numbers. Now children, this kind of counting we do even today. Then what happened? So many people made a device to help in counting. This device was called abacus. Now children, look at the image there. Okay, the beads in blue color and red color, this instrument is called abacus. Now what is it saying? The discovery of numbers led to the development of all kinds of calculating devices as man wanted faster means of calculations, right? Like it was difficult to count with the help of pebbles. It is still in use in China, Japan and Russia. The abacus is a simple and an effective manual calculating device, which means what? You have to do it yourself, right? Nothing happens automatically. The balls that you see on the rods are called beads. Abacus was the first calculating device. Then, in 1642, a French man, Blaise Pascal, invented a machine that could add numbers quickly. Was a simple calculator used for addition and subtraction. It was called an adding machine or Pascaline. So this instrument's name Pascaline was derived from his surname Pascal. He used the wheels having 10 teeth each in his adding machine. Electricity was not required to operate it, as it was a mechanical device like a bicycle or sewing machine. Later on, Charles Babbage, an Englishman, wanted to make a machine which could take some logical decision itself and could be able to give the results in printed form. But he was not able, as he did not get all parts. So children, those days as it is, they were trying to invent new things, trying to modify things and make it simpler and easier and better for people to use, right? So those days, just imagine the not availability of all parts, because of which he was not able to bring into picture what he wanted. He was unable to do what he wanted, right? Then he designed a machine called difference engine that could do very big calculations. He made another machine known as the analytical machine engine that could work faster than the difference engine. So two machines were designed. First was the difference engine, second was the analytical engine. Alright, so analytical engine was much better than the difference engine. Later on, after 1 century would mean 100 years, right? So after 1 century, computers were made using his ideas. This is why Charles Babbage is called the father of computer science. So children, this title is given to him just because he worked very hard, okay, in introducing computer and making things easier and better for everyone. Now before we go ahead, some good habits that should be kept in our mind, and that is sit on a proper chair when you are working on a computer. So your sitting posture has to be perfect, right? So that you do not have a problem with your backbone. Moving ahead, all these machines did not use electricity. In 1946, a machine that could do calculations at a fast speed and also run on electricity was developed by John Eckert and J.W. Mauchly. It had a small memory. This was called an ENIAC, means Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. This was the first electronic computer. Alright, so once again ENIAC, that is Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator, was the first electronic computer. Another computer, EDVAC, that is Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, was invented by Eckert and Mauchly in 1949, where even programs were stored along with the data, right? So this made things even easier. Alright, and just see the two people, Eckert and Mauchly, working together hand in hand, right, and introducing new and new things. The first commercial computer to be produced was UNIVAC-1, that is Universal Automatic Computer, in 1951. It was made by same two people, Eckert and Mauchly. So children, remember the names very well, okay, Eckert and Mauchly. So can you see the images of ENIAC, then EDVAC and UNIVAC-1, right? Such big things, wonder what they are. All these computers were very big. I see. So these are computers, right? They could not even fit in a room. But today we have computers that are very small, right children? As small as a palm top, right? Which easily fits in your palm while we move around. Now computers can be classified into different generations according to the use of technology, efficiency and cost. Okay, so we have these three columns. First is generation, second is period, that is the time from when till when, okay, and the parts. First generation computers from 1946 to 1952, what was it children? Vacuum tubes. Second generation computers 1952 to 1964 was transistors, right? Later on it came to be, even the radios were termed as transistors. Third generation computers 1964 to 1971 was IC. Now what is IC? IC is integrated circuit, right? And the fourth generation computers, that is 1971 onwards, okay? So it is actually going on till now. That is VLSI, which is very large side integration. Alright, now about the fifth generation computer, we are yet to know, okay? Nothing has been defined so far, okay? And so we call it artificial intelligence. Now what is artificial intelligence? Maybe we'll get to know in near future. See, what does it mean? Artificial intelligence is which required low human intelligence, means the computer will have so many more information, so many more things, okay, in a better manner, in a modified manner, that we will have to use less of our own intelligence. Okay, children, just see how the technology is working and how it is changing days on days, right? Now, so far, what have we learned? Let us take a quick recap on it, okay? Firstly, man used to count using pebbles. Man devised a number system having 10 digits using 10 fingers, that is 0 to 9. The discovery of numbers led to the development of all kinds of calculating devices as man wanted faster means of calculations. The abacus is a manual calculating device. The balls that you see on the rods of abacus are called beads. Abacus was the first calculating device. In 1964, Blaise Pascal invented a machine for addition and subtraction called adding machine or Pascaline. Charles Babbage designed difference engine and analytical engine. Charles Babbage is called the father of computer science. ENIAC and EDVAC were developed by John Eckert and J.W. Mauchly. ENIAC was the first electronic computer. The first commercial computer to be produced was UNIVAC-1, developed by John Eckert and J.W. Mauchly. Different generations of computer are classified according to the technology they have used. First generation computers were large in size and very expensive. First generation computers used vacuum tubes. Second generation computers were smaller in size and less expensive than first generation. Second generation computers used transistors. Third generation computers used IC, that is integrated circuits. Fourth generation computers use microprocessor. And fifth generation computers will be based on artificial intelligence, which means children, human intelligence will be less used, right? So with this we have recapitulated whatever we have learned just now, right? And these things are to be kept in mind. Do not forget the keywords which you should always remember. All right, like your key points are abacus, Blaise Pascal, Pascaline, adding machine, Charles Babbage, difference engine, analytical engine, ENIAC, EDVAC, UNIVAC 1. Children also learn the full forms of these three. All right, with this we come to the end of the chapter. I hope you have understood. In case of further queries, we'll get back to you. Thank you.